And I've seen a lot of cops, I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I felt a lot of women who refuse to understand. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fire going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take all your money and whatever else bring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Guitar Players Planet. 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 Down by the water, maybe I'm a son, maybe I'm a daughter. When the music man calls, that's when I gotta play. I never had. I'm burning with hate, with love. Spin around. 'Cause as a boy I had a dream. Carry it with me today. Yes, I do. Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the South holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the land of new. Oh, na 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 na. That I have lost my old friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never unfold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghostly embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to lands of blue. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this blues. But I'm afraid, what might be true, that I might never be back
Good evening, everybody. What's going on? It's another Wednesday night, and we are here again with the four of us. We're waiting on a fifth. We have a lot of special stuff going on this week, and if I can find what I want, I'll find it later. We got a lot of new guests slated. We went from totally dry to totally booked in like in between me and Peter. We've been like banging them out. So we got, I think, 5 or 6 guests.
Hanging them out. So
I thought I heard something.
I bet.
That's okay, no problem. 5 or 6 guests, and we'll go over that in a second. But they're all booked up and ready to go, so it's going to be awesome. Tegan, you're already getting shout outs. David Schaefer said, "What's up?" You got a whole bunch of people in there. Tegan's got a fan club. All those lovely High Point videos he's been doing, man. He's been rocking them. So it's great stuff, dude. Your passion about your videos is awesome. I love it. It's great.
I'm glad it comes through. Like
it seems totally comes through, man.
Sometimes like I hit 50 videos. I did my 50th video.
Congratulations.
And I mean, when you watch the first one, it's like, okay, like the enthusiasm is there, but after a while, it feels like, okay, I feel like I need to portray my enthusiasm like every time I make a new video, like more and more.
Well, they expect it now. So I just expect that the fists up and the eye roll. It's great. I love it. It's great. But no, if any of you haven't seen Tegan's videos on High Point, go check them out. They're really awesome. And Eric's too. Eric, don't forget Eric over at Astro with Eric. I don't do anything. I just do this, and Pete's on the phone all day. So I mean, that's what we do. So and don't forget Mr. MIA Scott over at Astro Playground as well, and all the rest of them too. Hey, thank you everybody for coming out. We already got 25 people on. You guys are coming on earlier and earlier now. All these guys and girls here are like rolling with these. So thank you for the support. Before we get started, we of course have to have the nightly housekeeping. So we're gonna go over our sponsors real quick, and it always starts off at the end. But there we go. There's the beginning. We couldn't do this and have all these giveaways without the following sponsors. So I want to thank you to all of them in advance. At our main sequence level, we have Woodland Hills Camera and Telescopes and Night Skies Network. Tonight, we're giving away a $50 gift certificate to Woodland Hills. So stick around to the end of the show for that. And then at our Red Giant level, the Eagle is flying. There goes the thunder. The Eagle is coming. It's coming July 13th is a giveaway. So get in. We have 80 people on this giveaway. 80 people. Prima Luce Labs has given us a Eagle 4 Pro, totally maxed out with 64 gig of RAM, Wi-Fi 6, a brand new 980 Samsung Pro 2 terabyte hard drive. It's totally rigged up. So definitely get onto that giveaway. So that's going to be awesome. Camera Concepts and Optolong. Optolong has given us $3,000 worth of filters to give away. Get in on that. And Camera Concepts has given us $50 gift certificates a month. So thank you to them as well. At our super giant level, Masters of PixInsight and IP for AP, we gave away a 1-year subscription to IP for AP last week. We'll be giving more of those away, plus the new Masters of PixInsight, Photons to Photons to Photos, number 8, is going to be coming up at the end of the month. So definitely take a look at that. Of course, thank you to all of our member sponsors. Black Hole members are left for the members that have donated $25 or more a month, either via our Patreon account or our YouTube account. So thank you to our Black Hole members, our Red Giant members. Again, I put a little Patreon, little image next to the ones to signify Patreon, so I can keep track of them a little bit better. And thank you to all those Red Giant members. Our most recent Lydell Nunn was, I believe, last week he joined us. So congratulations on the Red Giant member. I know everyone's waiting on their shirts, so stop busting my chops. But and our main sequence members, thank you to all you guys, all the members. You guys make this work for us. You make us able to give away all these giveaways and stuff like that, and the shirts and the perks and that kind of stuff. So and if you'd like to become a member sponsor, join our Patreon account. If you look at the bottom of the YouTube description, it's in the links at the bottom. And our Protostar members, Kieran and Greg, thank you so much for your contributions as well. So we got some guests coming up. so if you remember last week, if you've been looking at the website, there's been nothing but a picture of my telescope on the upcoming guest list because we didn't have any until today and yesterday. So me and Pete have been hitting the phones and got a couple of guests. So David Geeson, and I know Eric, I know you have spoken about this cleaning solution. Photonic cleaning technology. David Geeson is going to be here to show us how this thing works and how to do it correctly and how to make, how to clean your optics the right way. So that's going to be really, really cool. A buddy of mine, Adrian Bradley, on June 15th, he is a nightscaper. He takes all these cool pictures. He goes to all different areas of just Milky Way shots and nightscapes. That's what he does. And the beautiful, beautiful shots. He's going to give us some tips on how to do that. June 22nd is going to be the return of Ron Breacher at Masters of PixInsight. So he's going to be coming, hanging out, maybe talk about more workflows and all that kind of stuff. But it's always a fun time having Ron. And then we got Kurt Lanes. Kurt Lanes is a DIYer who made his own roll-off roof observatory and an astrophotographer. So he's going to show us how he did his roll-off roof. He's going to be on June 29th. Then we also got Sean Nielsen coming back. So we haven't nailed down a date with him, but he's coming back. And then July 8th, we got Russell Croman coming on. He is the maker of the Noise Exterminator, the Star Exterminator, Gradient Exterminator for Photoshop. So Russell's going to be on July 8th. So that's I'm excited about that. He's going to have a rough week because on the 14th, he's also going to be on Masters of Pix Insight as well. So, oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Ooh. And also join us on our other social media platforms on Discord, Twitch, Twitter, whatever else we're on. So thank you so much to everybody for listening to me banter for a while. And we are back. So everyone's all excited. Ooh, you know.
And you are losing battery power, Dan. You are dying. You are failing. You are losing battery power.
What are you talking about?
Look at your screen. Look at your screen. You are losing battery power.
Why is that there? I don't know why that's there.
Warning, warning, danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger.
Hey, Eric, you're starting to show your ears now.
You are not the Energizer Bunny. You will not keep going and going and going.
Look out, Goose. Oh, you died again. Sorry.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, man. So yeah, so we got guests, we got giveaways, we got a lot of stuff going on. So 31 people. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, you will notice occasionally we kind of go a little nuts and talk about other stuff. See, I lose battery and Tegan loses picture. I don't know what just happened, but
That's my connection.
Oh, okay.
It's my connection.
Oh, you're still there. Good. I don't know what the flashing battery is for. It wouldn't be AstroWorld without a glitch.
Warning,
so
warning,
I'm gonna go like
warning.
this and put it right
over your forehead.
Right there.
That's fitting.
Or I can go like this and put it in my throat and then on my Leah from Star Trek. You know?
Hey, if I can make a suggestion, we got to have a moment of silence. Ray Liotta died, so we should definitely take about a 5-second moment of silence.
Yeah.
And I'll preface that with, why did you do that, Karen? Why?
Oh.
Ray Liotta, man, died way too young. Anyway,
Way too young.
So we're here tonight. Hi, and my dog is freaking out. Come on up, go. Come on up, go. There you go. My dog's freaking out. She doesn't like the thunder. But there she is.
Yeah, it was real interesting. Is last Friday, where I live in Placerville, it wasn't just the Xfinity internet service went out. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, everybody's internet went out from Sacramento east to South Lake Tahoe, and it didn't come back on until Saturday morning at 10 o'clock.
Wow! The whole data center closet just blew up. Then all the ISPs.
So
hey, is Tegan still on with us?
Yeah,
I think he is.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm working on a connection solution because my internet is horrible right now.
No problem.
I was going to say, man, that cloaking device works real well, man.
It really does, man. It's like he's like a freaking B2, man.
He's
like a B2 or an F22 or an F117A.
All you need is some pointy ears and some sideburns.
Totally stuffed
What's his flip rad with the radar? I mean, it's probably his cross. What do they call it, Eric? With the cross was the cross section on radar? Is that what they call it?
Oh yeah. The crossing. Yeah, the cross section. Yeah, it's like it's dampened. He's got freaking radar dampeners on his freaking thing, man. It's just like sucking it up.
It's so weird.
It's sucking up the waves, man.
What's with the negative waves?
It is.
No negative waves. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about a couple things here. We're already going off the rails here. Oh, I'm sorry. Did somebody say going off the rails? You didn't see
What's
that.
been
I don't know
going
if you
on,
saw it. Did you
guys?
see that?
No.
You guys see the live, or do you guys see the 4-up?
I
There you go.
see I see live,
Oh, you see
and
it?
then over. I don't know. I keep
All right,
going
so tell
back
me if
and
you see
forth
this.
and-
You ready?
You were waiting for that, Dan.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
Oh, we just got.
There it is.
Thank you, Charity, for the donation.
Thank you, Charity.
$9.99. Thank you. There is sound to that. The next time it'll come off with sound. But anyway, so
Charity must have felt sorry for us because the jokes were so bad.
I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
So
But yeah, so Cherry Springs, I'm leaving on Friday to go to Cherry Springs.
looking forward to it.
Oh,
What's the
I'm
weather
looking-
looking like right now?
Well, we were gonna leave on Thursday, but it was gonna be cruddy weather, so we pushed it up to Friday. And it looks Saturday, it's gonna be looking pretty darn good. So Friday,
you gonna
Saturday.
Awesome.
What's that?
What are you gonna shoot?
So I'm actually thinking the Blue Horse Head with the red cat.
Nice.
But it might be a little too low. I mean, it's only about 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know if I'll see it. I don't know how high I think the trees only go to about, it depends on where I am in the field. Then, because the trees there are so tall, but the field's so big, it might be okay. So if I have enough clearance, I'll do the Blue Horse Head. If not, I'm probably going to do a couple of galaxies. I think I'm going to do 94.
Okay.
I think I do 94, and I think because what I believe you suggested last month, I think I'm going to try 106 with two different scopes.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing two different rigs. I'm bringing the Red Cat and the 80. So I'm bringing two small rigs, nothing crazy, but they're about 400 and 250. So I'm getting a little bit of a spread there. And I think it's going to be good, and that might change. So if anybody has any ideas on any targets other than that, let me know. It'd be cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to do it because I'm doing two one-shot color cameras. So I have a 183 on the Red Cat.
Okay.
And then I got a 2600, which was lent to me by a fellow AstroWorld watcher. That is going to be on my Esprit 80. So
Okay.
even though I can't take,
Nice.
well, yeah, I get a little vignetting on the corners a little bit, but I tested it the other night. But Flat should be able to take all that out on that way.
That's the first time you've gotten the 80 off the shelf in a while.
Yeah, because I've been playing with the 127. Yeah, so so that's I actually I'm going over the wiring right now. If I could, let's see if I could. Where's my 960 webcam? There we go. And we'll just do this real quick.
Yeah, I've been the 106 has been my goal for the longest.
Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's I've been redoing the wiring for Cherry Springs, and I think I'm good to go. So we'll
yeah,
see.
that whole area, the Blue Horse Head and Row of Features, has evaded me since I started astrophotography. I have not gotten a single photo of that region.
Head south, man.
Kills me.
Take a little trip south.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
I can get it from the beach if I go there, and that'll be at least that'll be a Bortle 5. So I mean, I could do a little decent work out there. But I want to do that whole nice blue, yellow, red kind of the whole cloud complex. That's probably the most. I gotta say, it's one of the most photogenic objects in the northern sky. I mean,
yeah, and you have like those three like dust lanes that connect.
Yeah,
to
the whole thing. It's
great.
Yeah,
the dark
and
river.
then you have Antares there. You have M4 right there.
and then you got, what was it, 6188? I think it is the little. There's a little guy. There's a little cluster in there too.
There's like 4 globulars. I thought like
yeah,
M10.
like several globs.
Depends. Yeah, depending on how wide you go. Yeah, that you could get a whole. It'd be crazy. It'd be a great metal shot, metal print on that.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Apparently,
One day.
Florida is a terrible place for me to learn astrophotography during summer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Humidity will kill you. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm hearing myself again.
You're hearing yourself. Yeah.
Somebody's playing the YouTube channel on the, but it's gone now. It's gone now. Let's see. You know what? I had an issue the other night, and I even reached out to Sean Nielsen because he has a QHY 268, just like me, and like it was disgusting out. It was like I was testing everything out for Cherry Springs, just getting everything ready, and I'm imaging. I picked M51, so I said, okay, M51 at this point from New York, it's almost at the zenith. It's straight up, and all of a sudden, and I've never in my 10, 15 years of doing astrophotography on and off, I've never had this problem, even though I've seen the problem and I know what it looks like. All of a sudden, the galaxy just started getting darker, and it started getting bigger and darker and darker and darker, and all of a sudden, the whole galaxy was gone. Big dew spot right in the middle of the sensor. It just like was splotched right there. And I said, and I took a picture of it. I threw it on the Facebook page, and I was like, oh, there you go. So I guess what I did was by accident. And for those you Nina guys out there, if you're using the advanced sequencer, I had it set up originally this way, and I must have deleted a line. Make sure you take advantage of the incremental cooling on so just make sure you do it over the course of 20 or so minutes or more, and don't try and go from ambient to -10 in 0 minutes. It just doesn't work, especially when your camera is all the way close to the ground when you're shooting zenith. All that dew just comes up and it gets in, and it's a big mess. What I was concerned about, me and Eric were talking about this, is that there is a heater board in that camera. So why did I get dew? It must have been so bad that it was just overpowering that heater board, because it was like 98% humidity that night. It was disgusting. I was an idiot. You know what I did? I went and I closed my laptop and I didn't pay attention. The next morning, I opened up the laptop. It's still soaked, like dripping. It's I could go like this and drip the water off it. It was that bad. And thank God it didn't short out, because it could have been bad.
Oh, wow.
A shout out to Dale. Dale, welcome to the show. I think you're going to enjoy this, and I'm glad that you could make it.
Hey, Dale, what's going on? We got Dale, we got Tim. Charity's back, who's becoming a regular. Thank you, Charity. Senthil, Captain 404, Eddie, all you guys. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it. We got 34 people on the show right now. So thank you for the support. But what are you guys up to? I mean, I spoke for the past 15 minutes pretty much. What are you guys up to?
The challenge of working with Nina is continuing. The challenge with my EAF and doing getting autofocus, especially, and this is with all my narrow bands. It's like I have no problem with autofocus with any of my LRGB. It's my narrow band. And really trying to calculate the step size properly, and doing stuff like that. It's a challenge, and that's one reason why I love doing this. I love the challenges, but the crappy thing is that it's this time of year, so you don't have enough time, to really go and work on a lot of this stuff, because it gets darker later
Yeah.
And then it's like 10 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock. Okay, now I'm finally able to get to work, you know, on some of this stuff. And by the time I look up, it's already 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like,
You got an hour
the heck
left,
with it.
and
I'm
you're
going
done.
to bed.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So, Eric, I'm assuming you've tried adjusting your exposure times per step, right?
Yes. Right now on my narrowband, I've tried 15, 20, and 30.
Wow.
15
What? And you,
3 different settings.
I've had 2 EAFs, and I am now using a Bahtinov mask. And,
Yeah.
and I hate saying that, and I get your frustration with
It's
those.
like I suggest, like I said, my the LRGB filters, not a problem. I mean, those will get autofocus, and I have 5-second autofocus, and it's fine. I've tried adjusting my step sizes. I've tried 70, 80. I've gone all the way up to 200. Okay, I've gone all the way up to 200,
Something's
and
not right.
Are you banning?
something, it just doesn't seem right. I mean,
Do you
any
see
other
anything?
it just keeps. Oh yeah, I see the stars.
Okay.
But say, for example, I aim at a bright star, for example, because I'm doing sulfur 2, right? So I'm doing S2. So I point at, say, Deneb, right? And I get Deneb, and I see a few other surrounding stars. But and when it starts out, you know, it starts out at the same setting as my luminance, so it starts fine, but then it starts going crazy. I think I may have even shown you, or if I can share, I think I maybe even taken a screenshot of.
Have you tried binning your autofocus?
I'm at 2. I was binning at 2. And I've even tried binning at 4.
And nothing?
And it looks like that because I'm not outside when I'm doing this, okay, because I'm running Nina from my desktop,
Right, from the
here.
BlueStacks, right, yeah.
From, so I've got everything here with the long, cable and all that other sort of stuff. So, but I am looking at the focuser settings, and I am seeing that it's moving as far as the steps are changing, so
Right.
the step sizes are changing. So it's just
One thing that I've found out now, in order to get your step size with Nina, especially with narrowband, the easiest way that I've seen to do it when I first started using it was just go to the imaging tab and have all your panels there, right?
Yeah.
And take a 15-second manual snapshot.
Yeah.
Okay, so and you get that, and are you somewhat in focus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I first start out, yes.
Okay, and then do you have the autofocus tab on there where you can run a manual autofocus?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you run the manual autofocus, and it jumps up to, I don't know, whatever, 200, 300, 400 steps above
I guess
focus.
I don't, now I will say this. I haven't done a manual autofocus. What I was doing the filter offset calculator.
No, don't do that yet.
And it was just, and it was doing the autofocus sequence there when several iterations and stuff like that. And it was just screwing up. But no, I'll be honest with you, I haven't done an quote unquote manual autofocus on any of the narrow bands yet. I haven't done that.
Yeah, I would just try a manual autofocus and see if your steps, see if you get any sort of curve at all.
No, I don't. It's crazy because, like I said, on my LRGB, I get a curve. Heck, if I can, maybe I can even bring up my my autofocus, and I can bring up. Okay, so let me share my screen here really quick. And so let me share screen share.
Hey, Mark Ellis is back. What's up, Mark?
Hey, Mark. What's up, man?
He comes up with a gem too. Did you input anything for backlash for that focuser, Nina?
Okay, so
there?
here it is.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah. Did you input anything in NIDA for backlash compensation?
Yes. Yes.
Did.
I
Hold on. Let me make it
100.
bigger. I can't see.
Yeah, sorry, but I put in 100, and right now my step size, my autofocus step size is at 80.
That seems okay.
Okay. Backlash on the out, I've got it at 100. I've got the compensation at overshoot. And the initial offset is at 4. Offset steps are at 4. So if I go back here to, this is a normal LRGB
right. Okay.
V curve.
That's
Okay.
not bad. That's fine with me. I'd be okay with that.
That seems fine, right? But I haven't been able to get any kind of V curve when I'm doing narrowband. I mean, this is all crazy up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
I think
Eric,
Tegan's got something.
Are your filters parfocal?
They should be. I mean, they're at Leah's. They're all I hope so. They're at Leah.
Yeah.
3 nanometers.
With my my Astrodons, I just chose to if I wasn't getting a V curve on any of the filters I used, I would just manually input the step to where I achieve focus on a previous filter and just keep it set at that. And then I guess I wouldn't run the autofocus routine. I would just know I would start off with premium focus at the beginning of the session, and just kind of keep it at that. And I would at least be able to grab some data that night and wouldn't be messing with autofocus, and my sharps would be 90% as sharp as they could possibly be. But I just wouldn't run the routine all night. I just set it at that previous step size that I know one of my filters looked really good at, and then I just kept it there for the rest of the night.
I love that. That must be crazy. I autofocus every filter change.
I did, and every 60 minutes.
Yeah, they're parafocal. I have my LRGB are Optilong. I have Optilong LRGB, and Aunt Leah narrowband.
Those are the 3s, though, right?
And these those 3, I would assume it would be somewhat parfocal.
Well, they would be parfocal to each other, not to the Optilong.
To each other, to the narrowbands, I would figure they would be, parfocal. The narrowbands would be parfocal to one another.
Yeah, they should be close, if not dead on.
And the Optilong LRGBs would be parfocal with
themselves.
Chroma,
right?
Chroma.
I don't have all parfocal.
3 nanometers.
I don't have all.
Everybody else is 2 millimeters thick.
What was that, Pete?
Sorry.
Astrodon and Chroma are all 3 millimeters thick. All the other filters are 2 millimeters thick.
Mm-hmm.
So they should be pretty close to one another then.
I would love next time if you do anything tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to be in Cherry Springs the next couple of days, but when I get back, if you're still having this issue, I'd love to get on with you and see your issue, and then maybe we can
because I was going to ask you the next time. I know you're going to be in Cherry Springs this weekend, but the next maybe in a couple of weeks, whenever we're back, and if you have time, then we could do a one-on-one.
Absolutely, not a problem. We could have a big focusing party.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, you know what?
David. No, I have checked out. I'm actually using Hocus Focus because I actually went to Patriot Astro's video on Hocus Focus. So I do have it set right now on Hocus Focus. So
cool. Well, it takes a little bit, so that's kind of an odd situation. I've never had any problem with but then again, I haven't used Nina with EAF either. So
right.
That I've never done. What are you smiling at, Tegan? What are you doing?
Tegan's got my wife.
Yeah, Tim. I can't use a mask. I have several. I can use a mask. So I'll have to check that sometime.
She ran away.
Bye. Oh man. So yeah. Oh, I can't. There we go.
So yeah,
My
so
EAS
I'm
is
hoping
running very smooth.
that once I can get past all of this stuff, I can finally try Nina. And I've been really trying to get M106 and it basically the M106 group, because there's like 3 galaxies in that area, 3 or 4.
I recommend going for like a lot of data on that one because the outer the dust lines on the M106 are fainter than you think. That core is bright and you can get some nice detail in that core, but if you want those outer arms, you need a lot of you need more
some
data.
time.
It's
man,
tricky.
you need
It's a tricky galaxy to process.
Yeah, I'm hoping that if I go all night, which for this, at this time of year is probably what, 5 hours. I plan on spending probably the 2 nights on that one object. At Portal 2, we'll see what I could get.
Okay.
Mark,
Hopefully I can get 6
definitely
to 8
throw in your
hours.
2 cents. Throw in your 2 cents, Mark.
Absolutely, Mark. Welcome back.
Yeah, sure. Welcome back, man.
And we're waiting with bated breath here. Type faster. All right,
Dan,
while he's typing up, go ahead, T. Go ahead.
I'd have to say, like, if I was given 10 hours at a dark sky site on one target, I still would have trouble deciding how much luminance and how much RGB to shoot. But luckily, you don't have that issue. With
Well, I'm
your,
going OSC. The whole, so I'm going OSC. So I'll extract the luminance later. But
put both cameras towards it, man.
what the 80 and the Red Cat?
Yeah, extract luminance from the 80 and get color from the Red Cat.
Could do that too.
You get 20 hours.
Could do that.
Make it
why
work,
not?
man. Yeah.
That might not be a bad idea.
Blue horse head's pretty though.
It is pretty, and it's something I haven't shot before. So, worst comes to worst, if I would need more data for 106, I'll go to my beach Portal 5 and grab something. Even though it's going to take me 25 hours to get 8 hours worth of data. I mean, yes, it's gonna,
Mark, I say toss the EAF in a round pile cat, and I can never get one to work properly.
And back with the splash. There you go, Mark.
Hey, Mark, buy once, cry once, right?
Absolutely.
Pete.
Yeah. So my 9 1/4.
Oh, here's Cap. Put them in backwards. Put the filters in backwards.
I mean, listen. The EAF works. It works fine. It's just that there are more, I guess, more sensitive focusers out there. It all depends on how much you want to spend.
Yeah.
And how crazy you want to go. Is that sub-micron focuser going to get you, the big difference? That law of diminishing returns. What's that?
Wayne at Starlight Express knows how to make an autofocus.
Yeah, I mean, the Optex, the Starlights, even the Prima Luce. I mean, I love them all. The only thing I haven't tried is the Optec.
The Asato is pretty good.
What's that? I love the
ones
Asato. I love it. It's great. Yeah,
I've been considering that.
Yeah, and the low profile. I don't have the low profile. I want the low profile one now. It's like this big. But the whole thing is now that.
Send your question again, Tarek.
My question is gone.
My question is gone. Send it again.
Yeah, send it 5 times because sometimes we don't know how to read it.
Astro Puppet, my EAF works.
But the Asato, I love it. The Asato, the regular 3-inch, you got 1.5 inches of back travel. A lot of people were kind of scared about that, but with the adapters that they put on the back end that's made for specific scopes, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's great. Moonlights are great. I have a Moonlight version 3 too. Mark has a Nightcrawler or 2. But
yeah.
So I'm thinking about a focuser for my 9 1/4 that's coming. I don't know what I'm going to get. I have no idea.
Gonna get a Moonlight, aren't you?
I don't know. I was thinking about what's that?
SCTs. I'd get a Moonlight for an SCT, I think.
Well, what I was thinking was, to be honest with you, I was going to get a Nightcrawler for the 127. And then I was going to take the Asato and move it to the 9.25. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. We'll see what happens. You know, what's a Moonlight? It's a very expensive focuser.
Yeah.
It's very expensive, but it's very good. So Ron over at Moonlight has now decided to change his business model a little bit and no longer make manual focusers. He is strictly automated focusers now. And that has been so for a while, for about 3 or 4 months, at least maybe since the beginning of the year. I don't know. It's been a while, but you know, it's if you can find the Moonlight focus, yeah.
Think about, you're putting the Asato in, right? And it's got 74.5 millimeters of back focus. What else are you going to put in that optical train? Is it monochrome, right? So you got your monochrome, you got your filter wheel, OHE.
Yeah.
You're going to have enough back focus?
I don't know. I don't know. I still haven't played around with calculations yet or not. I'm not 100% sure of what I'm going to do. I don't even have the scope yet. So I'm just turning things through my head of what I'm going to do and how can I go about using maybe some stuff that I have and maybe save a little money so I get something good. Because I have a lot of equipment and I have the access to a lot of equipment, just like all of us do. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe that's something to talk about offline and see. And also I got my UHY 16200 that I bought from Ron Breacher in a cabinet right now because I upgraded it to 268. So I'm thinking about putting that on the 9.25 because it's got 6 micron. It's got it's a 6, but it's big and it's slow. So I don't know. We'll see.
Because what's the back focus? Is the back focus like 145, 146 on the 9.25?
146.
Yeah. That's with the and that's with the reducer.
That's at the reducer.
Is that the reducer?
It's at the reducer.
At prime, and with the reducer, it's the same.
And with the reducer.
Yeah.
Is it the same
Prime
for
focus.
prime and with the reducer?
Yes.
146. That's the one thing I like about Celestial.
I know the Edge 8 is a little different. The Edge 8, I believe, is like 130 something, you know, for prime, and then 105 for the reducer. If you
it's 105 for the reducer. Yeah, that I remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
so
that's going to be my next project. Unfortunately, I missed it. I missed Galaxy season this year. So maybe I could use it for, Cygnus Wall or something like that.
Use it for M16.
Yeah.
Get into the pillars.
Absolutely.
Or the lagoon.
Yeah. You can use it. You can get some good.
I know. Yeah, but
you can.
I just wanted
some
something
good
with
stuff.
a little bit more depth. I'll use the 0.7, so I'll still be at about 2,000 millimeters of focal length, and that'll be double the 127. So that puts me right in the spot. And there's no way that I mean, I probably won't get a Hyperstar for it as of yet.
Right.
We'll see. Right, and even we have some nice gear, we have some simple cheap scopes. For example, I bought a 60 millimeter doublet to be used with all cameras. Yeah, absolutely.
I love my 60 millimeter doublet.
There you go. I'm just looking through the chat to see. I finally took the EAF off my Quattro, and I use a mask also. My O3.
That's my
far off.
I took my EA. That's what I was having issues with on my 10-inch Quattro. I was having issues with the EAF, so now I use an 8-inch Batnov mask on my 10-inch Quattro, and I just stick dual-sided tape to the secondary.
Nice. There you go.
And it's
Whatever
horrible.
works, man. If you can't fix it with duct tape, it ain't broke. Yeah, everyone got that one right. But you can use. Dave said he has the same scope. But yeah, so we're giving away some gift certificates tonight. We're getting ready for the Eagle giveaway. We got the newsletter is coming out probably tomorrow before I go out to Cherry Springs. So it's almost done. I was just waiting for some final touch-ups, so that'll be out.
Hey Dan, so just for the viewer membership, are we going to be on Friday then? Because you're not leaving until Saturday, right? So we'll have the show on Friday.
I'm leaving
No,
Friday.
he's leaving Friday.
Okay, so just maybe put the shout out right now if we're going to just be bypassing this Friday.
Yeah, I mean that's probably where we're at right now.
That's probably
Probably a safe bet. You know, everybody could have a nice weekend.
Hey, a long weekend.
There
There
you go.
You can watch hockey all weekend, Pete.
There you go.
But
Getting down to it now.
let's see. Somebody keeps on asking me, "Oh, Captain, how's the Arco?" The Arco's great. The Arco works perfectly. It's a little big. It's a little thick. I think it's 17.5 millimeters, so it's almost as thick as your normal like off-axis guide. But it's a lot bigger. I mean, it's bigger than and I got a long face, but it's bigger than my face. And you know, you got so if anybody is purchasing, and I'm just gonna throw this out there because of a random combination, if anyone is purchasing a Monster Moag and wants to connect it to the Arco, okay, think about it. And you're gonna have to get a Precise Parts. Be very, very careful. There's one schematic on Precise Parts that's incorrect, and it's the Monster Moag to the Arco 3-inch. So that is actually, it's probably in the closet of death. It's not there anymore. But it came huge. So with the Arco, it's got a thread inside. So the whole rotation is able to move everything. So it's got a screw inside. So basically, it's got to be an inset thread. They gave me a flat thread, so it screws on and slams right onto the Arco itself, so you can't rotate. So
Dan, did you use the AP 2.7 or did you use Monster Moog without an adapter?
It's the Moag without the adapter.
Really? And it still came out
the
oversized.
Moag size was fine.
Okay.
The Moag's the schematic for the Asado 3, just with using the Monster Moag without the adapter, is incorrect.
Interesting.
So I spoke to Ashley over at Precise Parts. They're looking. I don't know if they changed it by now, but it's only that one. Everything else with the 3-inch Arco is right, except for that one.
Yeah.
I just happened to get that. I spent $200 on an adapter for a customer. I came back. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, I did that with the Takahashi, where they actually had the 67 flattener, and the old 67 flattener was M92. And they came out the new version, which is M72, but Ashley didn't change it. But Takahashi didn't tell Ashley. Well, so poor Ashley. I go, Ashley, I guess what? No offense to you, but Takahashi hasn't given you the new mechanical drawing. So he's got to change now. But yeah, every now and then you'll run into those.
Yeah, it happens. And for what? Listen, I've been working with Precise Parts. I'm sure just like everybody else in this room and in the chat as well, has been working with Precise Parts for 20 years or more. And they have a nice niche business. And 99.9% of the time, they're good to go. It may take 4 or 5 weeks, but they're good to go. Every once in a while, they'll come out with something. They'll send the wrong thing. But when nobody else does what they do, really, on that level of output. And they do a great job over there. Ashley and his daughter over there have been doing an awesome job. So keep it going over at Precise Parts. So what else we got? No,
I think correct things. I use my 60 EDR for a guide scope.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't. It's a good idea.
So no, the Arco is not. It just is. It's deceiving. It's heavier than it looks. But as far as accuracy of rotation, it knows when to go reverse direction. It knows when to go the right direction. It takes the shortest route to wherever it wants to go, and it works fine. It works great.
So,
Yep.
all right. So you're heading over to Cherry Springs, Pete.
Yep.
What you got? Any plans for this weekend for any imaging, or you're just gonna be
Yeah,
doing
I
some
mean,
work
believe
and
it or
setting up
not,
some new stuff?
just I tell you what, for the first time, I'm going to be out imaging. I mean, I've got to test this TOA 130 behind me for a couple of clients, but I
Okay.
was hoping to do it last weekend. Clouds rolled in. Touch wood, I think we got clouds rolling in on Friday, but they're supposed to clear out by Saturday, and there's a chance of rain on Monday. So I might have that window Saturday night. So it'll be the first
Nice.
time this season I'll be able to get this out and just give it a whirl. But other than that, I've just been putting projects together. I just finished putting together a project that's going down to Deep Sky Chile. I talked to you guys last week about those 4 Delta Rows that are going to that gentleman out in Nevada. He's going to be, what a great concept. I mean, this guy's got an LRGB. What the hell? Each scope is going to have a separate filter. He's going to just do these mosaics. I'm going to say, man, I'd love to go over there just to see this setup. But that's about it, what I'm just doing. It's incredible.
Are you gonna go after any particular target with the talk?
Well, where I go is I go up to a Bordeaux 1 site. It's called Jose Wine Caves, and I've actually put it on the what's that site that has the, you know, in Canada they've got the bar graphs that show you the scene, the transparency, the humidity, the temperature. I've got it posted up there.
Sky.
Yeah, that's it.
Clear dark sky.
But I've got this beautiful view of the south, the west, the north. I do have a little bit of an obstruction where the building is on the east. But boy, I tell you what, it doesn't get dark, as you said, Eric, until close to about maybe 10:30. But boy, when it gets dark, I mean, literally, you can see your shadow from the Milky Way. It's that dark up there. It's just spectacular. So, like you were saying, May, June is the time for Rojo Ophiuchus. I mean, you've got to definitely take advantage of it, because once June comes through, at the end of June, it's starting to kind of get into the muck at about 25 degrees. But it's just absolutely spectacular up there. And so I'm hoping that maybe next time at the AIC show, when you guys come out, take a couple of days and come on up with me to Placerville, and we'll go hang out up there and drink some wine, and we'll bring all the gear up and just kind of hang out up there. It's really a great dark sky site.
Dan, are you playing around with your camera?
I just tried to get the damn flashing thing done.
I
don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. So
it's an annoyance now, right, Dan?
It is. I see it. It's like right there. It's like where's it?
Having camera issues as well.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. You know, as we were talking about, I mean, you know, as you said, everybody's talking about, when you get into this hobby, believe me, we all started here, so we all can empathize with what you're going through. You don't have a lot of disposable income. So you just literally have to kind of buy what you can afford. But and we've always said this, really get good at what you get, become an expert at it, because when you do decide to take that upgrade to that next step and you go to that upgrade, you'll have a real good understanding of what that upgrade is going to do. But more importantly, you'll understand and appreciate just the build quality of that upgrade that you get. It really makes a big, big difference. So as I said, you just kind of get, you know, and I'm not picking on ZWO or anybody, but you start off with an EAF, you know, just kind of learn that, just get real familiar with it, and then donate that to your lower end stuff. Like I've got a couple of just grab and go scopes from like back about 4 or 5 years ago with just some off the shelf DSLRs. And every now and then I'll just grab those and just say, hey, forget about a scope tonight. I'm just going to use my my Canon lenses with those cameras or whatever. But, you know, you still have those EAFs that you still could use with those kind of a setup. So by all means, we can truly understand what you're going through. But as I said, as you start to kind of get into this hobby, you're going to find out that when you do get the disposable money that you've been saving, getting the better equipment does make a big, big difference in terms of just simplicity and just the fact that the build quality is just going to be like night and day.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, you know, and don't get me wrong, and I know where you're going, Pete. You know, the ASI Air, the whole ZWO family of products, they're good. They're good. They do their job. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. And you know, Eric, you and I talk about this ad nauseum. That in order to break, you know, not physically break, in order to software break an ASI Air, you gotta know what you're doing. You can't break these things. You got, you know, you can't hit a button and then, oh my God, I don't know what I did. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, your guiding may be off a little bit and stuff like that, but you can't really it just works. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, just like it says. You sit there,
Just like it says.
you know, and you point and go, and it's great for acquisition. It really is. And if you're in that, like we say all the time, if you're in that ecosystem with that ZWO/DSLR for acquisition, who cares? Take the damn picture, put it in PixInsight later, because that's what we're all going to do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. For what it does for acquisition and plate solving, you know, even for guiding, you know, a lot of what the ASI Air itself does, the planning, and you can do a lot of other things like importing, the mosaic coordinates from like Telescopius into the ASI Air. The ASI Air itself, it's a really, really good little computer. It's a nice little kit. Yeah, you can only use ZWO products, but that's what but they meant to do that.
Of course.
They don't want you to use anybody else's stuff unless it's a DSLR.
All about that brand loyalty. That's what it's about.
Exactly. They want that brand loyalty.
Yep. Case in point, like Dan, you brought up a good point about Optic. Why I like Optic? Case in point, I'll ride a couple of piggybacks, right? I'll ride a piggyback. Maybe I've actually had 2 scopes riding piggyback on a main refractor, or usually I'll just ride one on top of the other. But if I get their focus links and I get the hub, that means now that I can control the main focus with that particular focus hub. But for $30, I can get a second board now, and I can put that board into the hub. And then I just get another Ethernet cable and another motor for that secondary scope that's riding piggyback on the primary scope. And now through one hub, I can do focus with both scopes from just my laptop computer. So having that functionality and that ability to kind of be able to automate the process is really kind of where I think the added cost gets incurred. Case in point, when we're talking about Moonlight, right? What I like about Moonlight focusers is that they've got a great little screen right on there. So besides having the screen on your laptop, you've also got the nice little screen right on those little Moonlight crawlers. It's just a very well manufactured product. And this is why I just have to say is I just like, personally, it's just my opinion, I just like American build. It's just the way it is. It's just something about it. It's just the durability, the craftsmanship, and the precision of it.
I hear you. I'll echo that.
Yeah.
I agree. And
Yeah.
even though I'm like turning into like I keep on talking like brand loyalty and stuff. I'm turning into like the Prima Luce guy, kind of. But but I love it, and there's something to be said for some of the Italian-made ones too, because they're made pretty darn well, from the Eagle to the Asado to the Arco, and now you have the Giotto. I don't know if you know about that now. The Giotto and the Alto. So the Giotto and the Alto is the new flat panel dust cap from Prima Luce Lab, and the Alto is the motor that raises it up and down.
Yep.
So I haven't tried it yet. I'm trying to get one just to play with. I don't think I'm going to be successful, but maybe Tom, and if you're watching, send one. My address.
I'll tell you, Tom was kind enough to show me one. He actually brought his setup, and he had that on there. And I tell you what, I was impressed with that setup. It was a very, very well built little setup. I mean, I have to be impressed with what Prima Luce has done. That's a pretty ingenious idea.
Yeah,
but as you said, as I said, getting back, I think the one thing that I do not like about ZWO is that they force you to have to buy their product. Yeah. I personally like to have options. I really want to be able to mix and match and pick and choose what component parts that I want. But unfortunately, you're right. I mean, they force you to have to use their product.
Right. Here's the thing that with the ASI Air and with the ASI Air ecosystem, and this is just my opinion, it's not built. The ASI Air really wasn't built for astrophotographers that can really go out there and buy, the really high, now I'm not gonna say high end, but the really well made, some of the really well made stuff. And I'm not saying ZWO stuff isn't well made. It is. But the ASI Air itself, the cost it's $300.
Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
The EAF is $200. Okay. The cameras you're buying, for the most part, for most people who are the new hobbyists of the new astrophotography hobbyists, who don't, we're the ones who are just really getting into and also have somewhat modest budgets. So we want to be able to make our dollars stretch as best we can. So we are okay with spending $300 here on an ASI Air. We're okay with spending $200 on, an EAF, another $200-300 on a filter wheel, stuff like that, because those are budget friendly, is what I'm trying to get at. It's more, it's budget friendly for us to get into, you know,
I mean, somebody said I'm about high money, and believe me, it's not that.
Hold on. Something happened on. Let's see. I think we're back.
the GWO department shut us down.
I don't know what happened, but it looked like Melon kind of just was doing something funky. I think we're good now.
I
Well,
think
this
we're
is
coming
getting back to Captain 404. No, I'm not into high dollars, sir. What I'm trying to say is that in the long run, you want to get product that's going to last. It's the build quality. That's all I'm trying to say. And America has made good build quality products for years. So that's all I'm trying to say. Is in the long run, American made products will definitely be the better products. It's not to say that ZWO is not capable of doing it. I'm just saying is that maybe right now they don't have the quality assurance or the quality control, but they will get there.
Yeah.
They will get
They'll
there. They're just not there yet.
Right. Absolutely.
Everyone's saying my
just like-
battery ran out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you. I think your battery ran
It's not
out.
the battery.
but-
It's Melon. It just shut off. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things that right now, maybe, okay, ZWO, the ASI Air, EAF, the filter wheels, the ZWO ecosystem is a very budget friendly system. It's a
Right.
good
It
system
is.
to get started with. And you will, and like we always talk about, once, and to even to your point, Pete, when you get really good at that type of equipment, then eventually you're gonna outgrow it.
And-
You may end up outgrowing it, and you can pass that on to someone else who is just now getting into the hobby while you move on to bigger and better things. It's natural. It's fine. It's a natural
the
thing.
whole.
Nothing
Oh,
wrong
look
with
at the cackle.
We got the cat video.
That's hilarious. But yeah, no, you know what? And I got to be honest with you. Acquisition. Let's talk about acquisition for a second. Acquisition is just a small part of the process. It's such a small part of the process. And if you could acquire good data, whether that's with a $300 ASI Air or a $2,500 Eagle, it doesn't matter. What matters is the data that you're getting, because all of us, and if Scott was here, he'd say the same thing. Get it in camera. Get the data in camera. And because all we're doing is taking that data and we're putting our telescope, we're putting it in the closet, no, maybe not the closet of death, but putting it away. And we're taking it, we're putting it into Deep Sky Stacker, PIP, Auto Stacker, PixInsight, whatever you're using, it doesn't matter. You're bringing it into something completely different. And that's where the magic happens. That's where the magic, as long as you got good data on that hard drive, good solid data.
Hey, Deacon,
we
we had the best cat video.
Oh, you gotta rewind to like 1 hour. Your cat came running across the screen. It was great. You're muted.
Oh man, it was excellent.
You're muted though, Teague.
Yeah, I think he's muted.
Okay, hang on.
There you go. You're good.
There you go.
A water cup?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
You know,
you
best way
got to
the best way
rewind to about
equate it.
1 hour or 59 minutes. You're going to see some fun stuff.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Just like what you said, let's equate it to hockey gear, right?
Uh-oh.
It's not the hockey gear that's going to make the person. It's the talent that's going to make the person a great skater. However, when you start looking at sticks, you can buy a stick for, say, $25 that's made out of wood. And then you can buy a stick for $80. Yeah, the stick's going to be made out of graphite composite. Is it going to make you a better skater? No. Is it going to make you a better hockey player? No. It's all about the individual. Hone your skill set first. Believe me, whatever equipment you get, hone your skill set first. That's what's important.
Well, I'm gonna dump all over that statement, Pete, because I've seen some $450 sticks go flying and broken on the ice. That so many this year I've seen busted up. And you know what? I would rather that $40 wood stick that's not going to break.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying is where were the sticks made, though?
I don't know. Was it Coho and CCD, right? I mean, who knows?
And where they made? They're not made in Canada anymore, but we'll leave it at that. But I'm just trying to say, it's just hone your skill set as an individual. That's the most important thing.
Agreed. And practice. You know, the second part of the tagline of the show is keep educating, and that's what you got to do. And the technology changes like, oh my God, it's like ridiculous. What's right today is wrong tomorrow, and you got to keep relevant, and you got to keep knowledgeable. And you know what? As long as your rig doesn't change, and you're not like me or Eric or Tegan or Pete that changes their rig on a weekly basis. You know,
me out of that statement.
Well, I do. I change my rig like monthly. It's like I always want to try something new. But you know, it makes things different, and it does. And you know what? In all fairness, don't do what I do, because you get no pictures made. You're just constantly fixing things. I haven't put out a decent picture since like November. Because I've been,
me too.
You know,
same.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Hopefully
well,
by
I'm not
the end
gonna
of
say
this
I'm not
weekend.
gonna say I haven't put out a decent picture since November, because I did kick out the tadpole. You know,
did.
back in I
You
think
did.
it was with January or February. So
Yep.
I don't recall seeing that one, Eric.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
I got 6 hours on that HA.
Rangers leading the Lightning 4-2 going into the third. Screw you guys. Screw you. I'm just gonna go like this.
Do you guys know anything about Sim 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about them?
Good.
I guess that's an offline question, I guess.
No. Just real brief. That's like the main issue I've been having for the past several months. But I can't get it to connect to my iOptron Commander. You know how you have to you know how you have to go the RS-232
Yep.
to USB.
You get that nice little red screen.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I have everything: my camera, filter wheel, and my guide camera. My guide camera connected to the USB hub
Okay.
on the declination axis. And then I have the
Yeah.
RS-232 to USB, also connected to the declination axis. And then I run just a USB 2.0 from the USB port by the guides, the polar scope,
Mm-hmm.
to my laptop. So I control the mount. I connect it, everything from the deck hub, and then just straight to my laptop. All my accessories, my camera, my filter wheel, everything will connect, but my mount will not connect to my laptop, and it's all coming through the same hub.
Really?
And I've
Have
reinstalled
you
the
thought
drivers.
about trying to update your? Is your firmware everything, the boards, everything, your software, is all up to date? Maybe try an update.
I thought I was
Update
up to
your mount?
date, but I thought
Just check it.
Yeah, I could check it. I guess I could. That's never been an issue before, but like
But everything
Right.
has gone through the deck hub. Everything's going through there.
everything.
And
My
you see everything, but you don't see the mount.
But you don't see
Yes.
the mount.
That makes no sense.
It's
No, I
weird.
don't. And so I'm like, okay, maybe it's the RS-232 cable. Like,
Okay.
just the mount cable. So
Yeah,
I
just the mount
replaced it.
cable.
Nothing.
Really?
And then I'm like, okay, maybe it's the RS-232 port. So I went through the hand controller. Nothing. So
Looking to see if there's any.
it doesn't make any sense to me why it's not. Yeah, I don't know.
It
might-
looks like they haven't come out with an update. Well, there was actually firmware for CEM 60 updated on 2.12.
Yeah, I mean, I updated
So-
mine just a couple months ago.
Yeah, so you may want to, if you
Oh,
haven't done it this year,
definitely have not.
try it.
That's what I'm saying. I just recently
Yeah.
updated mine.
Get everything.
That was my
including
first update I had ever
the
done
deck board,
on
the
mine.
RA board, get everything, and just
Yeah.
get that out of the way first, and then if that doesn't work,
Yeah.
then we'll kind of try something else.
Yeah.
I wish I could send it back and be like, hey, can you just take the RS-232 port out, put a USB
Yeah.
in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Tegan, here was something really weird. I have, because I've got the CEM 60 as well. And it was really weird that something happened and my older that RS-232 to USB cable, it's all of a sudden it stopped communicating. I don't know why. It was just really, really weird. And because I was trying to do a firmware update, it was just not communicating. But fortunately, a month prior, I bought a brand new one just as a backup,
And that
and
worked.
I
That's
swapped it out, plugged that one in. Then I was able to do the firmware updates, and the mount, everything else was working fine.
All right. So
Do you have
It
one of
could
those?
be the cable, it could be something else.
Do you have one of the RS-232 straight to USB, or do you have?
It's the RS-232. Yeah, RS-232 on one end, and no, it's not. Well,
no,
it's the
Well,
9
do
pin.
you have an extender cable? Do you have the adapter? Like,
No. This is a straight 9-pin plug into the RS-232 on one end, USB 2.0 on the other.
Yeah, so it's just like the shoestring kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just USB. Yeah.
okay. Like the only thing I can find that like on Amazon.
Because I ordered mine. Yeah, I think I ordered it from HPS. Matter of fact.
Dan, shoestring astronomy, are they still around?
No, I'm just
yeah.
dating myself. Oh no.
No,
They
I'm just
are.
thinking,
They
are they still around?
they're
Because I
still
remember
around.
about 10. That's
He
wild.
makes,
I
like,
was
he
wondering.
makes cables
I
for
buy
the
their cables for my
EQ6R.
EQ mod.
Scott's here. He just texted me. What do you mean you're still here? I didn't even know you were here.
He's sleeping. Hey!
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Let's see if we can get audio. I just saw your text message, man. Let's see. There's Scott.
He's been talking
Yeah.
the whole time.
There you go.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Here, Tegan. One of these.
Yeah, send me a link to that. Did you get that from the High Point website?
Yeah, I think I got this from HPS. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
I-
Yep. Take it out.
Oh,
This is the old one.
Mark.
This is
Mark,
the old
come
one.
on.
But I've got the upgraded, the new one from HPS. I've got that one on the 60 right now.
And
But this is the old one. I'm just holding on to it just in case.
I guess I'll get one of those. Maybe both of mine are bad. I've had them for a long time.
Yeah, this one was the original one that came with when I bought mine from Chris. When I bought the CEM 60Us from Chris, this is what came with it, and it worked for quite some time.
Okay.
I just bought the
Well, then
second
I'll
one
take
as a
the first
backup. Yeah.
It only makes sense that And on top of that, the USB port by my polar scope is also loose. It wiggles and that's frustrating.
Not good.
So I have to. Anybody who's listening, please do not do this. I use a little bit of pliers to clamp the male port of my USB.
Don't. What are you doing? Don't give anybody ideas.
Just a little, and just a little
It
bit,
was just a little needle nose. That was it.
just to widen it out, and it's nice and snug now. Don't do that.
Yeah,
I
don't
do
do that. Unless if you're willing to change out a USB plug. No.
No, like I don't want to take it out and take it off and resolder and USB.
No.
I just don't. I don't want to do that, and I don't want to send it back because I'm lazy.
You're better off getting. You know what? They sell the boards. If you screw it up.
I could, yeah, they do. Like
they do sell the
just send me
boards.
a
They
new
sell
board.
both boards. They sell the deck board, the power board, and the RA board.
And yeah, and that just take a couple of screws.
Dude,
Like,
it's so easy.
to
It's
reinstall that.
It's super easy. However, just do yourself a favor. Make sure there are 3, if I remember right. One's the RA and one's the deck. They're both the same exact pinouts. But they're the same exact connectors, but different pinouts. so make sure that you label your RA and your deck, or make sure you know. Be very, very careful, because if you swap them, and I know this from personal experience,
Yeah.
if you swap them, it'll turn on, but it'll do nothing. It'll say, boop, it'll go, well, error, and then you just gotta. It won't harm the board. It won't harm anything. It's just a basic swap, and that's it. But it's really easy. It's literally two screws in the front. It slides out. Just be careful because the Wi-Fi board is on there too. So just
Yeah, that's like one of the things I love so much about the CM60. I have torn that to pieces almost all the way, and it's just to clean and re-grease and all of that, and it's such an easy mount to disassemble and reassemble in almost all aspects.
I don't have the heart to do any of that. I will end up with 15 or 20 extra parts that
After like one of these guys.
but it works now. How come it works? It works fine. I didn't need these things. Why we put the extra weight? I could have saved $1 on the shipping.
It really sucks that Ioptron stopped making the CEM60s because
oh god,
almost every one of those mounts that I know of perform just on point.
And then the 70 came out.
And then the 70 came out, and I almost sold my 60 for 70.
I almost did too. I almost did.
I'm so glad that I didn't.
Who was the first one that got the 70? Was it Jason that got the 70 first and then sold it back?
It was either him or Simon.
It was one or the other. One of them.
Simon has his 60. Simon has a 60.
Yeah. No. He had the 70. Then he returned it. Then he got the 60. Then he got another one.
All right. Somebody's got their volume on YouTube.
That's
Scott, that's you, Scott.
Hey, Scott, is that you?
Scott, that's you, Scott.
All right, Scott, you got to turn it off because it's reverbing into the mic. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nope, still there.
But yeah.
What were you gonna say, Eric?
No, I take that back. I did not get the cable from HPS. It was off from Amazon.
Yeah,
I got it from Amazon.
Okay.
Send me the link to that. Because I think I know.
Yeah, for sure. I'll shoot it over to you. Yep. I'll send it over to you in admin.
Nice. Let's see.
But yeah, I will not give up my 60 for anything right now.
And we got somebody that's at Cherry Springs right now. I'm glad I didn't leave because apparently it's raining and lightning in Cherry Springs right now. So
Oh no.
no, that was actually expected. Wednesday and Thursday was not supposed to be very good. Thursdays are going to be a complete washout. Friday, Saturday looks beautiful, so I'm hoping, and even Sunday looks maybe okay. So I might stay. We'll see. Hey,
Oh yeah, Chris, have a great time in Utah. Oh heck yeah, Bryce.
Yep.
Oh yeah, B2 skies. Heck yeah.
I'll call you back. I'm on the show right now on the AstroWorld podcast. Can I call you right back?
All right. Fred will be doing Nightscapes, Milky Way, going for IC 4603.
Thanks for the advice, Eric. By the way.
Yeah. Just give it a shot.
I definitely
What
need
can
to
it hurt?
update my firmware. Like,
Yeah.
sure. Was that a pain?
The firmware?
No, actually,
firmware's
it
easy.
wasn't.
There's a
Yeah,
loader
the software
for it.
was actually really easy. Once I replaced the cable, once I got rid of, replaced it with the new one versus this one, it was easy as cake.
Yeah, it's got a decent loader. Just
I don't
download the
think I've had
files, put the loader on, point it to the right file, and it's pretty painless.
Yeah, point it to the right. Make sure you point it to the right COM port, and you're good to
That's
go.
it. It's actually very easy. If I could do it, anybody could do it. Oh yeah. What do we got? So
Chris,
Every
have
time
a
I've gotten
blast.
one-
I know that was one of the things when I was down in New Mexico, man, and I was in those B2 skies. That was one of the targets I got was 4603, and then I got 4601, the Blue Horse. I should have spent more time on the Horsehead, because that is the one you need more data. You need to spend some time on the Blue Horsehead because it is freaking faint.
Yep.
Oh, damn. Where are you going again?
Whatever that battery signal was has taken its
I know,
toll.
right?
But you could hear me.
It's
I can
out.
hear you. I can't see
I can hear you, but I can't see you. I'm telling you, it's like it's this camera.
It's glitch night on AstroWorld, let me tell you. It's so interesting. I don't know why. I got an AC adapter.
You're going tight at 700 mil. That's you're going tight on row. If you're gonna do row,
700. Yeah, you might be able to get our tourists in there.
yeah, you might, because I was using the 135 with the 294.
Well, 700.
You
You're gonna get M4 and maybe row. Maybe Arcturus. I did it at 800, and it was literally M4 and Antares. Yeah,
Antares.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
That was it.
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, you need 200 minus.
Yeah, that's why I said the 135 was for me, in my opinion, the 135 was a perfect lens for it.
It's a huge part of the sky. Like,
oh yeah. I mean, it's so close. I mean, the thing is huge.
I don't know what the angular diameter of that is, but it has to be like 15 full moons.
Yeah, it's big.
That's one of the cool facts about astronomy.
4603 is a small part of. Yeah, it is. You're right, Al. It's a small part of row itself. But the whole cloud complex, you need to be under 200 for the entire cloud complex.
And what's so cool is the dark river that flows into the heart of the Milky Way. That dark river, there's just something about that it's just spectacular.
That's the best part. It's the best part.
It is. I mean, it is the perfect mix of reflection and dark, and you got globs, you got Antares there. I mean, so it is probably one of the best summer targets, period, flat out.
Do you guys know how long, like in light years, how long those dark lanes are? Because I imagine, like, if we were sitting outside of the galaxy, we have to look at the galaxy to see them coming out.
Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I'm
back.
not sure, but I know there are ways.
And
I
no
know,
battery
yeah,
life.
Those extend.
they've got to be some. They've got to be quite a bit.
It's pretty close to us, isn't it? One of the closest reflection.
Yeah, it
nebulae to
is.
us?
It is one of the closest. It is one of the
At, like,
closest cloud complexes.
500
yes.
light years. I don't know.
Yeah. It's about 400, 500 light years. It's not very far, compared to others. It is pretty darn close.
Well, I've been saying it'd be fun to kind of get everybody to do some images of the Rojo Ophiuchus complex, and then we'll do a judging
350.
on the
Yeah,
best
I know it wasn't very
processing of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm getting 460.
because yeah, I thought it was around 500, like just under 500 light years.
Away, right? Yeah, I'm getting 460
Yeah.
on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I thought it was like 455, between 450 and 500.
360 plus or minus 40.
Plus or minus.
Gotta love Wikipedia, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking on Wikipedia. That's when you can see those dust lanes under dark skies. Like, it's so incredible. Like,
So what's a good word, Scott?
Working.
Right.
Just
Oh, there
working.
he is.
Been working all day.
I mean,
what's the update on your rig, my man?
heck, look at this thing.
I haven't done anything with it. I haven't had the time. I picked up another broker just recently, and I've just
You've been busy,
I've been
dude.
busier than a one-arm paper hanger.
I'm always thinking about what if you get set up and whatnot. You're always on my mind.
It's
Scott.
not about it's not about getting set up. It's that I literally have three houses that I've got post-production work to be doing on, and I just don't have the time.
Yeah, I hear that, man.
I mean, this is like I said, this is probably one of my favorite targets.
Is that
out.
yours?
Yeah.
Nice.
I've done it twice. This is the one that I did when I was in New Mexico last year, and I've done it actually when I was here in Wisconsin. I did it again. Where is it? Right here.
I've never gotten it, not once.
And this was when I was in this was when I was in Wisconsin. So you're basically, I was at, I don't know, 45, not 45, but I was at 42 still. I was at 42, maybe 43 degrees north. So this was my first crack at it. And this was in a Bordeaux 4.5.
Okay.
Doing this one. And then the other one was B2. So this one was at the B2 sky. So
Yeah,
it's just a lot of fun.
Yep.
So this is one that I say everybody should try to, if you can get this, go for it. But I'm at 42 and I was able to nab it. So
I'll do a mosaic.
It's kind of low in the horizon, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It was about 30 degrees. It was about 30 where I'm at.
Well, the good thing is, like, if you're using a wide field refractor, you don't have to worry about being oversampled or anything like that. So,
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because I'm using that
light pollution
135
would be the only
prime.
thing that you're dealing with.
Yep. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get around somewhere. I could use the. You're gonna have to show me, Eric, because I know nothing about really ASI Air, but I know how to kind of play around with it. And I could do my stuff and I could troubleshoot and all that. But I'm trying to figure out that mosaic setup or something like.
That's why. Yeah.
I know you were
I
trying
can
to
help.
talk me through it, but I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
You go to Telescopius, you create your mosaic there, you create your framing,
right,
and then you download the CSV file.
right.
And then from there, I believe if you put the CSV file on the flash drive that you're
Right.
using the ASI Air with, you put it in there, and then if you go to plan, you can import it,
So
and
it'll create
look,
the plan.
and you
It'll
can,
do shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or whatever.
yeah, because it'll grab
Okay, that's
all the
easy.
coordinates.
Oh,
It'll grab
okay.
the coordinates, and then it'll go.
Oh, that's cool. All right, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because I'm definitely gonna end up doing that with in the winter when the witch head comes out. That's gonna be my next thing. I want a nice witch head because I want like a 4-panel because that thing that hat for the witch head, it goes. Whew, it's long. It goes. I mean, it's like it's the biggest hat in any single movie I've ever seen. It's a crazy, bigger than the dunce hats on the cone heads. I mean, this thing goes, and it's pretty awesome. But it's definitely gonna take at least a 2-shot north, if you want to go north, lack of a better term, north south from top of the head to the chin, at my focal length. So I mean, it's gonna take quite a bit, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I think you can. Yeah, Quattro, I think you are right. So if you're on your phone and you do your tablet and you do you go to Telescopius there and you build out your mosaic, I think you can just drag in or just copy and paste from your phone or your tablet into the ASI Air plan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well,
which
he
is
said
even
you can,
easier.
so I'll take his word for it until we know something better. But I mean, either way, there's a way to do it. So I mean, that's
there is. Yes, there is a way to do it.
It's just gonna take some time when I'm not having thunderstorms and torrential rainstorms in my backyard right now.
The 135, Tarek, hands down. If you're thinking about a prime lens for astrophotography, the Rokinon or Samyang, whichever one you prefer, they're the same thing. The 135, hands down.
Yeah, one day I'll pull the trigger on it and get one of those.
Sharpstar also sells a 135.
The FMA,
but it's not F2 FR. Yeah, it's not.
It's like an F4.
It's like an F4 or something. It's not F2.
Are you guys stopping down your Rokinon 135s at all?
I've lost you on that.
I do.
I couldn't hear.
I do. I actually stopped. To be honest with you, I did stop mine down at 4.
If you stop down your 135 like Rokinons or Samyangs, F2s, stop it down to like 4.0 or something. Anyways, yeah, I know. If I had one, I would do like 2 stops probably. But if my sensor was small
F4
enough,
anyway.
Huh?
What's that?
So you're shooting at F4 anyway, even though it's F2?
Yeah, because it's F2.8.
One at a time.
Yeah.
What was that?
If I was shooting with an APS-C size sensor or larger, I'd probably stop it down. But if I had something like a Micro Four Thirds or like the 533, I'd probably keep it at F2.
Okay.
But I was just asking Eric if he should stop down or
not. If I'm not mistaken, I think the one in Wisconsin I did at F4, and when I went to New Mexico, I think I did keep it at 2.8. I was at 2.8.
Nice.
With the 294, because I think I was experimenting at the time and just screwing around. But I've tried them both ways.
Yeah, because I was looking at that FMA 135 from ASCAR, and I was looking at it, and man, this thing is tiny, but I keep on seeing that F number, and I'm like, that's the only thing that's pushing me away. The price is only $299, but it's I don't know. That's the only thing that shied me away. Was it fast enough to get what I need? I don't know. I just have to say.
Measure the angle of your horizon, i.e., where do I need to place my scope to get RAW high enough above my trees without actually doing it on that night?
just go to Stellarium or find out the height of the object. With Stellarium, you could even make a custom horizon where you can take a picture of your own backyard and place it in Stellarium, so you'll know if it's above your trees or your phone lines or your house.
I have Stellarium
You know
pulled up
what?
right now. Show them where that.
Because you know what was really, you know what was really cool when I was watching Patriot Astro when he told me about what was this app Theodolite.
Theodolite.
Yeah,
is
Theodolite.
That's
It's a service. It's a
surveyor's
surveying.
tool.
Yeah, and it's really helpful
So
to make my horizon.
Yeah, so with Theodolite, just when you're gonna, with any surveyor tool that you're gonna use, whether it be Theodolite or anything else, that's what Ron Breacher turned me on to too, was Theodolite, and you want to do it on a tripod because, listen, when you're doing this, you need to take pictures at specific areas across the entire sky, 360 degrees. Now, usually you're gonna do this during the day, right? Because you want to see the trees, you want to see the house, you want to see all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sooner or later, you're gonna come across the path of the sun somewhere. So you're gonna want to make sure that you're putting it on a tripod because you know what? It's hard to see the trees when you're looking at the sun. So just make sure that you have it on a tripod. Move the tripod nice and smooth. Or
you wait until say like 4 or 5 o'clock and you do it then.
Yeah, but I'm not that smart. So I'm doing it at freaking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just saying, it's definitely let's see what do we got here. That's nice, Pete. I just got that.
Yeah, exactly, Cap. Do it at nautical twilight.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got a cheap phone, so my camera stinks. So I need something a little. Let's see. Pete just sent me a picture. You could have shared that. Is he there? I say he's getting like the halo of God now. He's like.
Whoa.
The veil barely fits.
I'm gonna
in
stop
the
playing
red
blind.
Yeah, you gotta drop those. I'm gonna say, Pete, you gotta drop those shades.
I do. There we go.
There you go.
Let's get to move over. There we go.
No, you know, it's good because it's a timer for me. Because once Pete moves to the right, I kind of know it's like an hour and a half into the show. So I kind of know what time it is, and that everyone's saying everyone wants me to.
It looks like everybody wants to spin the wheel.
I see, but I'd like to show Pete's picture because it's nice.
Don't
do it.
That's up to you, man. You can't. It is just a beautiful image. I mean, it is a gorgeous region. I mean, May, June, you got to get it. Everybody has to get one of these images.
Let's see. Desktop capture.
Josh, you said the veil barely fits in the Red Cat. What camera are you using?
Yeah, it's got to be a small chip.
I mean,
because I fit it in. I fit the entire the entire thing.
I fit the West in my 400 millimeter.
Yeah, I'll fit in there.
With
I mean, I fit the entire loop with
the Red Cat.
With the red, when I had my White Cat and the 294, I fit the entire.
With my 400, I was able to do what is it? The East and Pickering's triangle, or is it the West? It's the West, 6960.
It's the West and Pickering.
West and Pickering. Yeah.
And
so
the East looks like the Xenomorph.
Yes. There you go.
Yep, it's got that, right?
There you go.
That looks like Godzilla.
That doesn't look like Godzilla. Kaiju.
Dang it, tell me I'm wrong. Doesn't that look like Godzilla?
It looks like
it looks like a blue horse to me.
No, it looks like a blue horse.
It looks like what's her name's dragon from Game of Thrones from the side with the eye.
I don't know about
How to
that.
Train Your Dragon, right? That's what it is.
It looks like a
I don't
nebula.
Yeah, it's either Godzilla or a dragon. It's one of the two. Yeah.
It's now called the Northern Dragon. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole.
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
the
but
whole
if I
Luke
saw a
gotcha,
horse like
yeah.
that, I'd lose all wind and water.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone wants to draw, so I guess I already
All
getting
right,
yelled
fine.
at.
Go ahead and draw.
Let me draw.
Tarek's he's all into my freaking LEDs on my lanai. He's like, I see those lights changing. What's going on with that?
Oh my goodness. Let me see. All right. So who else is yelling at me on Discord now? People yelling at me at Discord. Stop yelling at me, guys. All right.
The luck dragon. Yeah.
Here we go. So we
Ball four?
What's that?
It's gonna be Bob Santos.
Oh,
No,
it's
no.
gotta be. It's gotta be. Actually, Bob was the nice guy that lent me his 2600 for Cherry Springs. So thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. All right. So we broke 50 entries on the Woodland Hills giveaway. So we have 52 entries.
God, boy, I tell you, the pieces of the pie are getting smaller and smaller. Look at that.
Really, really small here. They're gonna get smaller. Soon you're not gonna be able to see the names. So
No.
figure
Wait till
by,
July.
Yeah, telling you. But all right, so this is gonna be for a $50 credit to Woodland Hills. So here we go.
Oh, George, I wish I could have
price is
afforded
right.
your AP. I would have loved that.
Andreas.
Hey, Andre.
Andres.
Salazi.
And I can't pronounce your name, but Andres. Actually, I don't think that he could take advantage of this. I could be wrong. I think he kicked one back, so we may be able to do this again. So Andres, if you want it, let me know. I think you remember your. I think he was out of the country and he was buying from somewhere else. But if that's the case, let me know and we'll spin it again. But congratulations for the meantime, Andres. I'll send you an email and you'll get something from Farah. Just let me know, and congratulations for the Woodland Hills to Andres. I think Andres won. Andres has been coming up a lot on the
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like his second
He's
or
been
third
lucky.
win.
He's been getting
Lucky,
he's been
man.
lucky.
Keeps on hitting 00, man. I'm telling you.
I know, right?
But and just so everybody knows, and I think what we're gonna do, and I'm not sure how we're gonna do this, guy. If you remember, this was
Yeah,
one
dude
of our,
never got back to you.
Yeah, this was one of our first. This was actually our second ever giveaway. Timothy Sessoms, I still remember the name, won this and never got back to me.
We gave it back, right?
No, he never got back to me. I wanted to send it to him. I asked him for his address, and he never sent me his address.
That's the player one.
This is a player one. This is the Neptune C camera with the IR cut filter, 1.25 inch. So we're gonna roll that.
I think we should nickname it the Percival.
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 Okay, with the
Ready
Percival
Player
camera.
One. Parsival.
Player one. Ready
Okay.
Player one. Hello.
Ready Player One. Parsival.
What
Or
was the other?
H.
I think I like Daito better.
Daito or Show
Daito.
or Artemis.
Or we could just call it
Nickname
the
it
Prince.
the Artie.
We could call it the Prince Cam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna spin for that again. I don't know, maybe I'll pick one day in June. We'll just spin for it again and we'll throw it and we'll give it to somebody. So maybe I'll throw another raffle up there. I got so many raffles up there. Just so everybody knows regarding the Charles Bracken giveaways. Charlie decided that he could autograph books for us. So they are on their way back to me. So he autographed 3 books for giveaways. The new edition of the Deep Sky Imaging Primer, the Astrophotography Planner, and what is it, the workbook? Is it? I'm trying to remember what the third one was. But there's 3 of them. and he's going to be sending them back to me. And go look on the giveaways on the website because there's one giveaway for each of the books. So just take a look at that. And
yeah, those are great. Those are great books to have. And I personally, I wouldn't have a problem at all in seeing us go ahead and take, buy a case of each of them, and send him the whole cases and have him autograph all of them. We can keep them as prizes here and there. Those are great books.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a month of fundraising like we had in April, we'll be able to do that because we had a record-breaking April for fundraising, and it's been going in and out because I got some more perks for the members. I got stickers and stuff, so I'm gonna throw those in mailers and stuff like that as thank yous.
And I was also thinking. I just real quick, Pete. I was also thinking that one of the other things we might do with people, we've been doing like pictures of the week and stuff like that, and critiquing, photos and this and that. It might be a good idea to have people, send us their favorite teaching tool, the one that helped them the most, and we can kind of go through it if we've never heard of it, or whatever. I mean, there's got to be a plethora of stuff out there that people are using.
Yeah, absolutely. We could do that. And Pete, you want to say something?
Well, I was just going to say is that you and I have talked, Dan, but we're going to get Dr. Christian Sassy and Charles on the same show. It'll be upcoming because Christian wants to come on board, and I reached out to Charlie. He's on vacation, but I know Charlie will definitely come on with Christian. So we'll have both of them on one of these upcoming shows. So that'll be a lot of fun.
We're gonna have an AstroWorld.
Dr. Sass was the best.
AstroWorld tag team coming soon with you at NEU. So it's good. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, we got a lot. We would really from dry to booked. Like
man.
a couple of days.
I mean, as far as teaching tools, though, my gosh, I can't pick. I mean, I've got so freaking many. I mean, if it's not IP for AP, which I started out with, if it wasn't Adam, if it wasn't Sean, if it wasn't, even talking with us or something from YouTube, heck, it's even right now with Chad and Patriot Astro and stuff like that with Nina and Sean again on that too. I mean, it's too hard.
What if we were just to Eric? What if we were just to narrow it down to just books to start with? What was your
then definitely.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, then for me, I remember the very first one was, just the Astro Imaging Primer. I mean, from Charlie.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
That was a great.
So.
Oh man, I'll pull out. My first book was a visual book called The Star Guide, and
yours was Image Plus, Dan. Come on, who are you fooling?
Oh no, I'll date myself even further than that. I'll go as far as saying,
and I'll agree with you there too, Al.
Probably
YouTube
a
University.
program that no one's ever heard of. Maybe one or two people have heard of this, called Guide Dog.
Sky what?
Guide Dog.
Guide Dog.
It was one of the first. Yep, it was one of the first guiding software out there, and whenever it never worked very, very well. It never really worked, and I got it. My friend Bill Bradley, who comes on the show, had it, and I was talking to him about it the other night. I said that one of my earliest remembers is every time this thing lost a star, which is more often than not, it would do an obnoxious bark like a dog. Instead of hearing bing, 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 like PhD, you heard woof, 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 woof.
Yes, that would get old real fast.
Oh man!
I mean, I'd almost prefer the barking because every time something disconnects from my computer during like a regular day, I hear bing, and I'm like, oh my god, I have like PTSD from that sound.
Dude, what the hell? I didn't do nothing.
Right? I'm just like, oh my god.
It just moves the wrong way, man. I'm telling you, it's just horrible.
I mean, you guys,
dog out?
Oh no!
One of my favorite early on was the Peterson Star Guide. Remember that?
Sure. Or
Peterson's Guide to the Stars and Planets. Peterson's Guide to the Night Sky.
My first real kind of scientific-y star book was Burnham's Celestial Catalog, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And it came in 3 books, and I got all 3 of them. And man, let me tell you, those books weren't meant to read. To be honest with you, they were meant for reference.
Yeah, they're like reference.
Yeah, so you look at something, you read about it. You look at something, you read about it. If you read the whole
Sure.
thing, it's my attention span is like a fly. I mean, it's
Put you to sleep or something.
no, I just forget the 3rd page after reading the 5th. It's just I do better with audio than I do with reading. I can't.
Dan,
For sure.
the ultimate one. This supersedes all of us. Was Britannica, where the guy would come by every year to see if he could see a brand new set
Encyclopedia
of Britannicas.
Britannica.
And you tell him, no, wait 2 more years because we're going to get a brand new set of Britannicas. But that's what we all learned on.
Dude, I had those. I had like 4 sets
So
of
did
them.
I.
My
Those
gosh.
blue books. They were like, dude, me and my brother.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. I
mean,
gotta do this. I gotta do
Off
that.
the rails.
What the hell was that?
Hey, what happened to Scotty? This is weird. Oh, there he is.
You destroyed me.
That's the off the
geez.
rails thing. But here you go.
There
This
we
is
go.
I found it. Again, I found it.
Oh,
This is
there you
it.
go.
The Sky version 1 compatible with Windows 95. It says it right there. Windows 95 compatible. There you go. And I still
Oh
got-
yeah, David, that was us. That was my house. It wasn't Britannica. It was the World Book Encyclopedia.
had the World Book too.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Had that too. The World Book was the white ones. The Britannica were the blue ones.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
had them both.
And my parents did not. No. We were lower middle income. So my dad bought these for me and my sisters, and we had to actually we had to use these, and it was like, we couldn't get the updated ones as we were growing up and stuff like that. So we had these things. It was like this thing was like maybe 8 or 10 years old.
Yep.
It was like I can't use these. These are out of date. You gonna use these, boy.
You use it and you would like it.
Good money, please.
Hey, Eric, you had the best excuse though, because when you turn in your project to the teacher, right? She'd say, "Where'd you get this information? It's all wrong." And you say, "Well, wait a minute, I've only got 8-year-old technology. I can't keep up. I'm not sure."
I've got 10-year-old encyclopedias. I'm sorry. It's like it was like, you bring this in for like your 7th or 8th grade report. It's like you have to put in the footnotes and stuff like that, or your references, like World Book, copyright
Jesus.
1973 or something.
God, I wish, Eric. God, now, man, I could have used that. I never thought about it. Instead, the dog ate my report. I can't give it in. The dog ate it.
Yeah, the problem with that
man.
today, Pete, is that if the dog eats your homework today, it usually means you've got a destroyed iPad.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah, Tarek. I definitely still remember Encarta. Encarta was
Encarta.
such a cool
Yep.
encyclopedia when it first came out.
I remember.
I had like this. I was like, I you have like Windows 90. Like you have like, what was it, Windows 95, and you have Encarta, and it's like, this is the greatest encyclopedia ever.
Yep.
Because it was also interactive, and it had videos and stuff like that of cheetahs running and chasing gazelles.
Yeah. You know what was the best? The Time Life Country cards.
Oh,
I'm dating. I'm going back to the 70s. You would have this big box of country cards. You go, oh, Chile.
Yes.
Okay, go to Chile.
Chile.
It would have a picture of Chile, and it would have everything. And then you look at the back, it had more information on it.
Yeah, I remember. We had those too. It was like this huge box.
Yeah,
it was
a big
almost
box.
like it was almost like my mom's box of recipes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
It was like that same plastic box.
We got countries.
It had all of its geography stuff in it. It was like the same box my mom had all of her recipes. Because she had something just like that. That had nothing but full color recipes and stuff like that.
After about, was it 1987, 88, and I was looking all through those boxes. I found a box of it, and I couldn't find the one that said Zamunda on it. There it is.
Damn right.
There was no
That's funny.
Zamunda. Woof, woof, woof.
A small dog. A small dog.
Whatever you like.
Heck yeah.
You know that
Jeez.
reference is going over most of the young people's heads that are in the chat, right?
That's
So-
okay.
Yeah, I know.
That's all right.
It's okay.
At least,
I was gonna
at
say,
least
It's
we're not,
okay.
at least we're not doing trading places quotes. You know, we okay.
Merry New Year.
Damn right.
I come to America.
Can't help me with
My
my
Woodson. Oh, my man from
we've
Cameroon.
officially gone off the rails.
Yep.
Definitely. I come to America to play baseball. Baseball been very, very good to me.
Oh my goodness, it's over. We're done. No problem, Billy. No problem. I actually gave Billy some help offline regarding PixInsight and having him set up with the swap file and to get it up to speed.
Looking
on that.
good, Billy Ray. Feeling
Doing
good,
good,
Lewis.
Lewis.
Just a quick
Oh,
shout out to
yes.
Chris. Chris, great that you've been able to get the tracking down to less than what, 0.5 arc seconds, peak
Oh,
to
that's
peak. So
fabulous.
that's good news.
It's good.
That's fantastic.
0.05.
I know he's got that
1.5.
mount. Just
What mount is that?
what is that, Chris? That's the
0.5.
mighty mount, isn't it?
Is it 0.05 or 0.5?
No, 0.5.
A 0.5. You said 0.05. I was like, whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's 0.5.
That's a hot pixel you have there, sir.
That's my opinion. Hey, Josh, my opinion is the second one.
It's not moving. It's not moving.
That's the one I would go with.
I got.
I think I think that one would be a nicer one to print, Josh. Just FYI.
I love seeing people with these lovely guiding numbers running like like either. Well, I can't say that because I've been getting some great numbers with my EQM35 for some reason. But you getting these substandard mounts that are under $700, and I'm guiding at 0.4.
That first one looks a little too dark.
0.6.
Right.
Josh. The first one looks a little too dark in my opinion.
What's that?
Josh was asking, on the Discord channel, he posted 2 versions of his M13, and he wanted to know which one to print. So if you guys go on the Discord channel, in the imaging, he has 2 choices. And me personally, I was thinking the second choice because the first one looks a little too dark.
First one's too dark. First one's too dark. It's almost purple.
Typically, when you print, it's even darker than what you like.
It is. You
And-
got to
and
bump up. You got to bump up the
Bump up that
saturation.
brightness 15% and then print.
Yep. And make sure when you do your ICC profile, do it in Adobe, or find out even better what kind of ICC profile your printer use, and then match it to that profile.
Oh, there's 5 versions on the AstroBin, but but I was thinking, just looking at your those 2 options that were on that you had on Discord.
Yeah, I gotta go with you, Eric, on that. I think on the Discord one, the second one looks better than the first.
The second one looks better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So whatever version that one was,
But you may have to Tegan's point. You may have to go through a couple of renditions with your printer to get it looking the way you want it to look.
I'm really looking. I've only done it once so far, but I've got this new Epson, that new Epson.
The new
Eco
printer,
Tank.
right?
Yeah, I've got the new printer. I got the Epson Eco Tank 8580. It's a wide format, so I can go up to 11 by 17 on this guy.
Nice.
And it actually you know, you can't really tell, you know, from this,
I'll make
but
it
this
bigger.
was
I
don't know.
It looks
Yeah,
like
you
it's
get
too
all kinds
much.
of wicked glare.
I see myself.
Yeah.
I see Orion.
So, you know, Orion, I think it looks pretty darn good.
All right.
So
Cool.
it's a nice color printer, you know. So
Very cool. And let me put this back. Awesome.
yeah, this sucker, I don't know if you can see it here. Let me move this
Yeah, it's all the way in the back, that big white box right there.
Yeah, this big behemoth.
Yep.
Your chair.
Yeah, you know,
it's
this
right
sucker's
next
big.
to the treadmill. So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, compared to the treadmill, I mean, this sucker's huge. So it's just like, my God. So
all right, so we're coming up at the top of the hour now. It's 11 o'clock. So let's see. Norm's there. Hey, what's
Look
up,
again.
Norm?
We're there.
What's that?
I said, look again. We're there.
Yep,
It's 11 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock again. So it's and my dog
Yep.
is still in here freaking out from the thunder and lightning. Eric, can you just shout out the printer model again? You got some questions?
yeah, it is the Epson EcoTank 8550.
Cool. Very, very good.
I just put it in the I put it in the chat as well.
Good. There you go. And what does that run?
It's a 650. 650.
What about the ink?
Oh, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Huh?
Ink?
Ink, this is the EcoTank. They say this has enough ink just to come with it. It'll last over a year. And so, in the cartridges, I haven't even priced out a replacement yet, but it's
you gotta
they're
run
not
through
that
black, bro. You gotta run through black.
I mean, look at this. I mean, here, like I give you. These are some of the sizes of these bottles here. You know, that you fill these suckers up with.
Yeah, your issue is going to be black, if anything, because.
Yeah, I mean, because it came with like 6 or 7 different colors, and
Goodness.
for all 6 colors, $50.
Really?
That's off of that's a knockoff.
Oh, okay. All right.
But for black, $20.
For the Epson?
Yeah, for the actual Epson, for black, $20.
That's not bad. Get 4 of them.
And the other ones, I'm looking here, you know, $13, you know,
For the
a
colors?
full, you know, like a color box, 45. I mean, like I said, this can last up to, you know, depending on how much printing you're doing, but they say it's going to last over a year.
All right.
So.
Cool.
Yeah, years worth of ink.
Awesome.
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah.
All right. Well, we had 46 people watching tonight at peak. So nice support to the membership there. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I know once you membership starts dropping off a little bit, which is understandable.
Yeah, it starts. Yeah, we start going off the rails.
Yeah, you know, that's towards the end of the show, and now I got my the people were asking in the Discord channel, where's my off the rails off the rails cartoon that I promised, and I did it tonight. So there you go for the fans out there. It's a little obnoxious, but it's fine. but anyway, I guess we'll do like a real quick final thoughts, and then let's get out. Eric?
As far as final thoughts, no, another great show. Thank you guys for all of the support. Thank you for the donations. Charity. Thank you for your donation. Really appreciate it. Really good stuff. Go out, now's that time of the year. If you can get, go after roe or the blue horsehead, if it's not too low for you, go for it. It is one of the, like I said, it's one of the best targets in my opinion in the summertime in the north. So that was a definite one I would go after. And if you do want a challenge, and I'm going to say it, the challenge out of those two between the blue horsehead and roe, the blue horsehead, if you want a challenge, because it is faint and you're going to need a lot of data.
Yep. A lot
Spend
of
time on it. A lot of time, but it's worth it.
I think
Absolutely
maybe
worth
I'll
it.
do that. To Tegan's recommendation of point both scopes at it and see what happens.
Yeah.
More data is always worth it.
More data. I need more data.
I mean, roe is so close and so bright. You don't need. I don't personally. You can spend 4 to 6 hours on roe and get, I think, a good amount of data. But the blue horsehead, it's much fainter, so you're gonna have to spend more time.
Yep.
A lot more time.
And thank you, Dennis, for a $10 donation. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it. And if any else want to make donations, feel free to click the little $sign on the bottom and throw us a couple bucks and get us more stuff. Get you more stuff, not us more stuff. You more stuff. Pete,
I'm watching Scott down here. What's he doing?
he's
He's trying to get his butt beat.
He's getting ready.
Oh, I thought he was kind of saying more money, more money, more money. Send more money.
More money. Send more money.
No, hey, Dan, as I said, be safe out there. We probably won't see you on Friday, so definitely, I guess shows are all canceled on Friday. So we'll see everybody a week from tonight. But definitely, May, June is the perfect time for Rojo Ophiuchus, the Blue Horsehead, the Dark River. Definitely, you've got to put that in your as one of your definitely get-to images. And as I said, definitely get as many as you can and post them. Let's just have some fun over the next couple of weeks or 3 weeks, or maybe at the end of June. We'll just kind of look at everybody's horsehead and Rojo Ophiuchus. And let's just kind of have fun, just kind of critiquing it and just giving some advice and maybe some recommendations. We should definitely start doing that one more time. And definitely. But all in all, thank you to the viewer membership. It's with you guys that kind of make it worthwhile coming on the show here on Wednesdays and Fridays.
For sure.
Tegan?
More
data.
More data.
Yeah, we could
more data.
More data. Yeah, I guess that's all I got tonight as far as.
He's like E.F. Hutton. When he talks, people listen. Nice and quiet. Yeah.
Sometimes.
And bring your cat on. You walk away. Let your cat come back.
Oh,
that cat vid.
I gotta make a number notation on the timestamp of that, so I can put that on the AstroWorld bloopers. but Scott,
that's Rocky.
Scott and his better looking half right there.
Yeah, Rocky. This is Rocky. Yeah, he's a lover. Yeah, I just thanks to all of the wonderful support and the membership and the people that donate. That's just freaking awesome. We definitely appreciate the support, and we honor all of that. That all the money that you guys send to us, it goes into furthering the channel, and it goes into furthering the hobby, with other people. So none of it stays with us. It all goes into the hobby. It all goes into the channel.
Yep.
So shirts, merch, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and Chris,
so it's definitely appreciated.
Yeah, Chris,
Rocky concurs.
I know I've been talking about the polos for weeks, and they have come in, and I know. See, I told everybody that I'm getting, since we're getting more donations, I'm getting more stuff to put in the boxes. So now I had to get another box and another bag, and I don't want to make it look like garbage when you get it. It's thrown in like one of those little, those little paper bags with a sticker on it. I don't want to do that. So I wanted something to be nice for the membership and stuff like that. Whether you're a a main sequence or a red giant or a black hole. I just want the packaging to be nice, and I don't want to send you guys crap. You guys donate to us. I don't want to give you garbage. So just be patient with me for another week or two. Wait till I get it. Hopefully, by the time I get back from Cherry Springs, they'll all be out, and hopefully you'll have it by the middle of June. So that would be nice. So no, you're not going to have to pay for it. Actually, Tarek, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to pay for it COD because you're in the EU, because it's going to cost me like $45 to send a piece of paper. Oh, you know what? I gotta say something real quick, and I gotta find it. Give me 1 second, because I was gonna.
While he's looking for that, you gotta take a big shout out to the Bloodstone. That's one of the nicest compliments I think we've gotten in a while. It really is. To be compared to MASH, that's like really wow. That's pretty freaking wild. Thank you, man.
Yeah, that was really nice to be compared to MASH. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's one of the greatest television shows of all time.
Probably the best finale, top 5 finales ever.
Oh yeah.
But I do have I know I probably should have said this earlier, but I was I guess honored this week, and actually last week, and I was able to be inducted into the Royal Astronomical Society.
Oh wow!
In the UK. So on May 13th, I'm now a duly elected member, fellow of the Royal Astronomical Society. So I thought that was really, really nice. I was nominated by a couple of our peers in the astronomical community, and they sent me a nice little plaque that says Daniel Higgins, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
Hey, Dan, I'll be damned if I'm going to call you Sir Dan Higgins.
Not yet.
Yeah, you got that right.
Not yet.
You got that right, man.
I just thought that was really nice, and that was nice to get.
His Royal Highness.
You're gonna be the Monty Python.
No.
It's just a flesh wound.
You gotta
run away, run away.
Bloody nose.
Run away from the rabbit. Run away. Run away.
A nice from me. We have a nice from me.
I want a shrubbery.
This is why I love this show, man.
I want a very nice shrubbery.
Again, those references.
That's a big of a shrubbery. I want a very nice shrubbery. Like this.
It's 12 floors, not 11.
If any of these references are going over anybody's head.
Really nice language in front of the kids, Blanche. Oh, sorry.
Oh, God. We are definitely off the rails.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a bunny. No, it's not.
Oh,
good Lord, John.
Oh, so that's what
Sir Daniel Pennywise.
Oh, my. Oh, geez. One more time. Here we go. We'll do it real quick. Here we go.
We will not risk another frontal assault.
Oh, God.
Awesome.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Later, I'll tell you.
Oh, man.
Getting late.
Yeah, so everybody, I know, again, thank you. I think I saw another donation go across the screen.
Yeah, I did.
Norm Newman, thank you. Appreciate it so much. Again, if you guys, hopefully, I mean, this is all going into I'm keeping all this money separate. Hopefully, maybe by the end of the year, we could have a nice little, with whatever's left over at the end of the year, a nice little giveaway. We'll purchase something. And
pizza party.
A pizza. Yeah, I'll order pizza to everybody's house that donates. How about that?
Yeah.
Well,
Pizza.
One
Pizza,
slice.
pizza.
One slice. That's all you get. Did you bring enough for everybody, Mrs.
Shrubbery. A shrubbery.
A shrubbery.
Did you bring enough? I'm gonna start doing Fast Times at Ridgemont High quotes in a second. It's going to go really downhill in a minute.
It's going to go real bad. We're starting to head south already, guys.
Yep.
Mr. Hand, I was thinking about it. If it's your class and I'm here, isn't it our time, Mr. Hand? So for wasting time, isn't it ours? Anyway. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Please, go on the website, sponsors, all that kind of stuff. Make the world go around. Thank you so much for all of you out there that have supported us over the past couple of years. It's been an awesome ride, and we are going to be doing a membership drive. I'm not sure how we're going to work it out. So like July and August is going to be the membership drive. So whoever brings in the most members on YouTube or Patreon or whatever, we'll add them all up. We're going to give that person a nice prize to build the membership. So we want to build the membership. To be determined. Be on the lookout. This is something we're all going to talk about as a group to figure it out. But it's going to be kind of cool. I think it's going to get a whole bunch of camaraderie, a little special kind of thing. But everybody, have a good night. Be safe. Again, remember, no show this Friday. We will be back on Wednesday. Do we have a guest this Wednesday? Let's see. I don't even remember. When's our next guest? Calendar. And so the Wednesday, June 8th is our next show is Dave Geeson from Photonics. So be here for Photonic Cleaning Solutions and Dave Geeson. That's going to be a very interesting show about how to clean optics and how to use his products on how to do that. So come and hang out with us then, followed by our guest after that, Adrian Bradley and Ron Breacher is going to be back, Kurt Lanes, Russell Corman, Sean Nielsen's going to be back. And by that time, it'll probably be the time for the Eagle giveaway. And Tom Bramwell will be back for that. And hopefully we can get the rest of the guys on here too. So everybody, have a good night. Thank you all for hanging out with us. And we will see you next Wednesday. And remember to keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Wednesday night. Have a good night, everybody.
Death awaits you
Bye for
all
now.
with big, nasty, pointy teeth.
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.